Now we're going to continue with the making of gifts. This time we're making some hot cocoa. Hot chocolate.
Yes.
Right, we're going to give it out, and we're going to get the kids involved.
Yes, totally.
Because they can do this.
They can totally do this. So, you know, you do age-appropriate things. So I'm going to get you to start putting the little chocolate chips into that little container, and you're going to put the chocolate chips into this one too, okay? Just like that.
She's like, who are you? What's going on right now?
Yeah, and you know what? I found that if I wore a funny hat when I did this with my son, that he never got crabby at me, because you can't get mad at Mom when she looks like this.
No, you can't.
No, you cannot.
You have a swirly hat on.
Okay, so the cocoa mix is a healthier version of cocoa.
Okay.
Of course it is. And so you two are going to be spooning in the cocoa into that and fill it all up, and then shake it and stick it in the bowl, okay?
So you want to put some cocoa in here?
You're going to do cocoa. You keep doing that. And
you've got long arms too. Maybe you can
still be doing the chocolate chip. You do the chocolate into this bag, okay?
Okay.
Now the reason I put the glass like that with the bag was because little hands, it's really hard to get them. You keep doing it. I want you to fill it all. Can you make it like a sand castle? You keep filling it up like that. So if you open these little bags, you can get these in cake decorating stores. And so when you stick it into the glass jar, it's just easy. Well, if you can get your hand out, it's really easy. So
that's why it's for the kids to do. They have the small hands,
They have
right?
the little hands, and so that's easier for them to do. So we're going to fill that up, good.
And remember, mess is good. It doesn't matter that we're getting the chips all over the place.
You're fine. That's good.
There you go.
You know, you never do this with anything for baking, but you can shake that. Okay, now dump that in the bowl.
Okay.
And this is that's good. And then we'll do. This is math. Do you guys know math? Do you know what half a cup equals? That's too hard. You do? Is it 1/4 plus 1/4 a half? Yes, you're right. Okay, so do 2 of these. Okay, now you're not going to do this anymore.
Good job.
So you're teaching math. It's not just like, okay, so good for you. Keep doing that. And then you're going to do 1 cup of sugar. I'm going nuts. Okay, so, all right, so over here. See, this is so much fun.
Yeah, so much fun, isn't it?
Is there anything for Mommy to have? Anyway, so, and then depending on how old you are, they can write out the instructions, which is on your CityLine site.
Okay.
And so you guys keep all doing that. And when you've got all your cocoa powder in there, do the same amount with the sugar with 1 cup, okay? Good. All right. So then,
so what you're doing is you're walking. I mean, you walk them through, and you know, you help them out because you want them to sort of play a role, an age-appropriate role.
Exactly.
Putting the chippets in the glass, they can do that, and filling up the measuring cups. They're doing a great job of that.
They're totally doing a great job.
Now it's just the sugar. So
and that's good. Okay, great.
What's
and then
this part?
This part is that you go to a store or you use something of your own that you want to pass on, like if you have an old-fashioned cup or saucer.
Yeah.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to put the chocolate chips, because they're part of the ingredient, and then the cocoa powder. When they've mixed the sugar and the cocoa powder together, they're going to put that into one of these funnels as well. So do you almost have all the sugar in there yet? Yeah. Yeah, okay, good. And then you're going to mix it up with a whisk. So mix it up like that.
The mixing is actually one of the most, you know, fun parts of baking, right? That's what my kids are always asking to do.
I love mixing too. Okay, now, and you can do you know how to tie ribbon? Can you do a ribbon?
Where is the ribbon? And I'll help tie it.
Oh, it's not here. Anyway, okay, so
we can use
in the back room.
An invisible ribbon.
Well, oh, you know what? We'll open these up.
Okay.
Okay, well, who's got scissors? Do we have scissors? Oh,
basically,
my Lord.
what you want to do when you're doing recipes like this
use a hole puncher.
Everything you need out that you need for the whole recipe.
That's right.
And then you don't have to run around the house, right?
You're so smart.
It's like Sarah Gunn said off the top of the show.
Be organized.
Well, she said when you're doing crafts with the kids, sometimes they can burn through it in 5-10 minutes, and then you're like, okay, what's next? You have to have everything there, and then have the next activity ready for them, so that they always have something to do, right?
They're always ready, exactly. Okay, now we're going to tie this up. Okay, now you're going to start putting that cocoa powder into that little cylinder. Oh, that didn't work. Anyway, okay, you do that, and I'm going to show you when you're going to plate it.
So you're going to put this,
send it to your school teacher.
Into this.
This would be a nice present to give to your teacher.
Can you do that?
Okay, did you put the sugar in?
Perfect.
All right, so then you want to start putting it into this. So put the cocoa powder in there as well. And then you put the cocoa powder in there with this and tie it up. Now, if you don't want anyone to see it, you put it in a tea towel.
Oh, I love that.
So then they're getting a tea towel in a cup.
Are they getting this too?
And they're getting the whisk and the instructions, and you tie that to the outside here with the instructions.
Okay, so look, you sort of have a one that's done here.
I've got one done.
You've got the cocoa and the sugar mixed together.
A couple of candy canes.
You got a couple of candy canes there. You've got the instructions, a whisk, and then you also have the chippets in there. And then it's beautiful. And you know what, keep in mind, if you are looking for one of these cups and saucers and you don't want to be spending a ton of money, they have them at the dollar store.
And you know what?
And they have have really beautiful ones
and
too.
they have them at you know, like Value Village or any of those kind of secondhand stores, and they're really pretty. You can
They
use
look
that too.
vintage and beautiful.
I love it.